Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 228 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. Now, this one might be a little hard to swallow for some of you. I know, because it almost got lodged in my throat this week. So that question, are there justifiable resentments? And I know some of you are thinking about it right now saying, yeah, there are. I was abused, or my partner left me for another person, or they fired me for no reason whatsoever. Whatever bad thing happened, and I get it. As you're going to hear in this episode, I get it. I was in that boat with you. But that boat, it has a hole in it, and it's sinking you. When I heard Wayne Dyer say this week, there are no justifiable resentments, it brought a tear to my eye because I have to confess I've been carrying around a resentment. And even though I coach myself on it, I still have it. So this last week, I sent an email in to get coached live by Brooke Castillo. If you've ever heard her coach or if you listen to her podcast, it's called the Life Coach School Podcast, which I hope you listen to it because it's really good. But if you've heard her, she doesn't beat around the bush, and she certainly isn't going to sugarcoat things for you. So she coached me on a subject that I've talked about quite a bit on my podcast, and that's my family. Now, I always try to be real with you guys, and I tell my stories because not only does it feel good to share, of course it does, but I also hope that you can see a correlation somewhere in your life and benefit from it. I have to be real with myself too, though. And my struggle with my sister that shunned me, it's been a hurdle that in my mind felt like it was a hurdle almost too big to get over. Now, I don't want to be that podcaster that talks a big game but acts totally different in real life. I just want us all to be better every day and be the best that we can be. And that starts and ends inside of us. Whether you know that or not, or like it or not, it's true. Every thought we continue to think creates something for us. So we better make sure those thoughts are aligned with what we want to create. And I have felt very justified to carry around my anger for my sister that shunned me. And in a way, I've carried a little bit of anger towards my mom and dad for not doing something about it. And yes, I've coached myself on it. And yeah, I've gotten better. But I still felt justified in my anger because I didn't do anything wrong. And while that was true initially, the way I've handled it has been wrong for me. And I felt, justified for that. So all in 1 week, I got reality handed to me in the form of love and enlightenment by two people I really respect, one directly to me and the other through words that were spoken years ago in a video. When I talked to Brooke about how I still struggle with that anger and wanting my sister to feel the same pain, I know it's terrible, but I wanted her to feel the same pain I felt. And how I've kind of avoided my parents because, number one, I'm afraid maybe they'll do the same thing as she did. And also I blame them a little bit for what she did. Now, she lovingly told me that I want them to change so that I feel better. And I'm trying to control other people instead of controlling my thoughts about it. I accuse my sister of ripping our family apart, and I know those are strong words. But I'm accusing her of ripping our family apart, but I'm the one with the anger and resentment. I'm the one that's keeping my parents at arm's length. I'm the one holding on to the negative thoughts about my sister. And who is that hurting? Me, not her. She doesn't even know what's happening, probably. But it's poisoning me. Wayne Dyer says no one dies from a snake bite. They actually die from the venom that travels through their veins unstopped. He also, when he said there's no justifiable resentments, he said that. And up until this week, I would have argued with him. But I realize the deeper meaning now. It's that anger and the bitterness and the negativity that we hang on to that's killing us. So it wasn't that lunch meeting with my sister where she told me we were no longer going to be part of her life that's killing me. That lunch was the snake bite, and it hurt like hell. But what's been killing me is the venom I've allowed unstopped. And Brooke asked me how my relationship is with my sister now. And I was like, I have no relationship with her. I haven't seen or talked to her in 3 years. And she said, oh, you have a relationship with her. You have a relationship with her in your head. So how's your relationship with her? I was really honest. I said, it isn't good. In fact, it's really bad. And she said, that's what you have to fix, because that's where your power lies. And right now, you're giving your power to your sister, and she's not that powerful, but you're feeding it every time you have a negative thought about her. And blaming my parents is just kind of letting my sister off the hook. I don't want to do that. No, my parents are innocent bystanders. That was easy for me to swallow because that's true. Now, maybe you're holding on to some anger or maybe bitterness over something that happened. The sooner you can stop that venom, the better it is for you. In my mind, I didn't want to not be mad at my sister because she didn't deserve my forgiveness, and that may be true. Whatever has hurt you or whoever has hurt you may not deserve that forgiveness either, but you do, and I do. My word of the year is authentic. I'm trying to do everything from a place of authenticity. And for the first time this year, I can actually feel the anger fading. And the lightness that's replacing it is perfect for me. I'm not going to sugarcoat this anymore. I don't have to, because this is part of my life. That is what it is. And I do care. And it is painful. But my thoughts about it matter. And for my own sake, I can feel that pain without holding on to the anger. I hadn't thought of doing that up until maybe right now as I say it. I'm looking out for me. I'm having my own back from here on out. And you can have your own back too. Stop that venom from killing you slowly from inside. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.